So, I just finished watching Adult Swim's The Elephant, and wow. Now, to give some context, to those who don't know, The Elephant is a 2025 animation special that aired on Adult Swim and HBO Max that features the talents of Pendleton Ward, Rebecca Sugar, Patrick McHale, and Ian Jones-Quartey, basically Cartoon Network's version of The Avengers. Now, the major concept in developing this show was that each of the creators did not know what the other creator was working on. So basically, this special is an amalgamation of all these powerhouses of animation and storytelling. And when I heard that these four individuals, some of the best writers, the best storyboard artists, the best creators that Cartoon Network has ever seen, were getting together to do something like this, you know I had to jump on in. I was super excited. Now, for those of you wondering the significance to the title, The Elephant, it's actually a reference to the tale of the blind men that each touched a part of an elephant and identified the creature based off what they were feeling. And that not only perfectly fits the concept of having each of these amazing creators work on a piece of the project and having it all come together without knowing what each other was working on, but after watching the special, it also relates to the actual story. Now, I don't want to spoil this special because I really do feel like this is an experience, and I want to emphasize the word experience because that's how I felt after watching it. The animation and the art style was top tier, tremendous. It's something we don't really get to see nowadays when it comes to American animation. It felt like a roller coaster ride through many different art styles and many different animation cycles. It could be action-packed and fast-paced on one area or slow and somber in the next. But the way they were able to mix things up but also have a cohesive story and have everything make sense and click together was just a testament to the talent that was put into this. If you guys know me, if you watch my videos, you know that I'm an animation fan. I've been a fan of animation my entire life. I've loved talking about it, and this right here is the reason why I get so passionate about this art form. What we've seen in The Elephant is something that you can't get from live action movies, you can't get from music, you can't get from reading a book. What they were able to do and the feelings they were able to elicit out of me is just an experience that I want to cherish and hold on to for the rest of my life. And this is what animation does to me. I felt like watching this special, I could kind of pinpoint what each creator worked on. You can kind of feel their footprints, especially Rebecca Sugar's. And I'm a huge fan of Rebecca Sugar. I love her work on Adventure Time. I love her work on Steven Universe. I love her music. Everything Rebecca Sugar puts out, I consume. So I do feel like I was able to kind of pinpoint the stuff that she put forth for this special. In the beginning of the special, I actually thought it would just be focused on the animation part of it, and the storytelling would just be told by the art style and the fluid animation. But as we got closer to the middle and towards the end of the special, I quickly realized that this would be an emotional powerhouse with a story that's going to hit you right in the feels, because that's what it did for me. This special also felt very atmospheric, and that's no surprise given the talent behind this. I mean, Patrick McHale is no stranger to creating a story with atmosphere. And I also dare to say that this special was heavily inspired by anime, which is, again, no big surprise given Ian Jones-Quartey also worked on this special, Rebecca Sugar. They're huge anime fans. I feel like in all of their works, it's heavily inspired by anime, so this special is no different. And that's a great thing. It was also great having Pendleton Ward back working on something this grand, this special, and I can't describe how much Pendleton Ward has shaped my childhood and my life with the show Adventure Time. And he truly is a legend. I mean, he pretty much shaped what animation and cartoons are now, along with a few other people, of course, including the people that worked on this special. I also want to give a shout out to the music, because the music in this special hit every beat it was meant to. When there had to be a loud party and the mood was set up for dance, it felt like a party because of the music. But when the special kind of slowed down to have a more peaceful, introspective moment, the music also slowed down and was beautiful and made me feel calm. We see the birth of the main character and watch them make decisions on how they want to live their life. And we basically see the main character go on their journey to find who they are, making their own decisions, carving their own path. And that right there was so telling. I feel like we all sometimes need to be reminded that this world is full of many different cultures, many different people, many different experiences, and we have to go out there and live our own lives and make something out of our own situations. But also we can learn from other people's experiences and come together to make something that's the elephant. I really do want to thank Pendleton Ward, Rebecca Sugar, Ian Jones-Quartey, and Patrick McHale for coming together to make this special, for proving that animation can be more than just one thing. I mean, I feel like we all know this, but most people forget sometimes. So specials like this remind people that animation is this all-encompassing art form that can basically do anything. If you haven't seen the special, I implore you, please watch it. If you're a fan of animation, if you're a fan of any of these creators' works, you're going to have the experience of a lifetime. And I truly do mean that. This special is one of those specials that has you thinking about it in the middle of the night after you've already went to sleep, or has you thinking about it a year or two after it's aired. And my hope would be that this would be an ongoing thing and continuing off this special, but I'm not sure. This might be just a one and done deal. And if it is just a one and done deal, I'm gonna cherish the memory I had and the experience I had watching it with some of my favorite creators of all time. And during this holiday season, this was a nice little vibe. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Give me a comment. Let me know what you thought of this special if you've already watched it. And of course, subscribe for some more videos. And I do want to leave the video off with this sentiment. It's okay to live in your truth, but remember that there's many other truths out there. So be humble, be open, be receptive to finding the full truth as much as you can. Happy holidays, everyone.